Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your time this morning. And on behalf of JASA, we welcome you to our virtual recognition ceremony for Japanese investment in 2019. I'm Shane Carney, Board of Directors President for the Japan American Society of Alabama. And I want to welcome our special guests today, Consul General Takeuchi from located in Atlanta. He's going to have a few remarks today. So welcome, Consul General. Thank you for being here. And then our very own Secretary of Commerce, Greg Canfield, is in Montgomery or Alabama. I can't tell today, but regardless, thank you for being at this event and having a few words for us this morning. As we all know, this has been a challenging year for business in Alabama and around the world, and JASA is no exception to that. Specifically, we were unable to have our annual dinner event, which is our keystone event every year. And the cornerstone of that event is our recognition of Japanese companies that have invested in jobs and capital investment in Alabama. So as the year comes to the end, as 2020 comes to the end, we just wanted to take a time to recognize those companies that invested in 2019, not 2020. We'll have to catch up with that next year, but 2019, just like 2018, was a banner year for Japanese investment in Alabama. And, you know, we thought this would be a unique way to really showcase these companies. We're going to go through and take a little time on each one. We'll show a couple of videos for companies that provided some videos. And we really want to show how these new and expanding industries will continue to impact our state for decades to come. We appreciate your time today. Myself, Jolie, and the JASA board members truly appreciate the continuing support of those of you that are our members on the call today. So we thank you again, and Jolie's going to have a few words here. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. Good morning, JASA members and friends, and welcome to our company representatives, Secretary Canfield and Consul General Takeuchi. Takeuchi Soryoji, ohayou gozaimasu. We're so excited to have you all participating today. I'd like to give a special thanks to Shane and Alabama Power Company for partnering with us on this presentation, as well as to the Alabama Department of Commerce. It's been a pleasure working with you both, and I'm looking forward to the presentation. It's now my pleasure to introduce Consul General Kazuyuki Takeuchi. After joining the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in 1985, Consul General Takeuchi worked on economic and human rights issues across the Asian region. He has worked on foreign diplomatic missions in South America, Asia Pacific, and Europe. He previously served as Deputy Head of Mission at the Japanese Embassy in Vienna, Austria. This is his first post in North America, where he and the Consulate General of Japan in Atlanta served the states of Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina, and South Carolina, all of which have strong ties to Japan. Takeuchi Soryoji, honjitsu wa domo arigatou gozaimasu.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much, Shane and Jory, for having me in this memorable recognition ceremony. I would like to thank for organizing the celebration in a time of great difficulty. It is also an honor for me to see Secretary Canfield here. Since I saw Secretary at Savannah last year, I have always sought second chance to see each other again. It has been 1 year and 3 months since I assumed my position as the Consul General of Japan in Atlanta. Much of this 15 months period has been plagued by a coronavirus pandemic. The damage and loss caused by the virus is tremendous and unimaginable. I would like to send my heartfelt thought and prayers to those who have succumbed to this horrible virus, and utmost gratitude to everyone who has been fighting at the front line to overcome this pandemic, strong and determined. I'm especially grateful to the Japan Japan American Society of Alabama for giving me this opportunity to virtually get acquainted with these great people at JASA. The Alabama Department of Commerce, business community, and everybody else for all walks of life. The pandemic has definitely made it difficult for me to visit the Yellowhammer State, but it has always been on my mind how much our people are making great strides in forging strong relationships with the state and in their respective communities, and how much hospitality the great state of Alabama has offered to them. My sincere gratitude goes to everyone who has put inspiration and perspiration in bringing our splendid relationship to what we are enjoying now. In today's celebration, I understand that 20 Japanese companies will be recognized as Alabama's 2019 new and expanding Japanese companies. It is so great to see Japanese companies contributing local communities and local communities recognizing the contribution. I cannot but be grateful for the fruitful relationship among all of you. I also have my utmost gratitude to the Alabama Department of Commerce for recognizing them for this coveted award. Secretary Canfield has long been a powerful force for supporting Japanese companies in Alabama. I strongly believe that this friendly and mutually beneficial business ecosystem will further flourish in the years to come. I'm fully aware that the coronavirus pandemic has caused unbearable damage to many of you, and its ramifications will linger on. Therefore, today is the best day to renew my commitment to strengthening our ties with Alabama and contributing in any way possible in my capacity to create a better environment for our two peoples. I'm looking forward to working closer with you to get through this difficult time and unfold a brighter future together. Thank you very much. And again, congratulations for your achievement. I wish all a happy Christmas and New Year. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Consul General. I'd now like to introduce Greg Canfield, who has served as Secretary of the Alabama Department of Commerce since July 2011. In this role, he has provided consistent leadership for a statewide team of economic development professionals while helping to shape a strategic vision for the sustainable economic growth and dynamic job creation across Alabama. He has broad responsibilities for increasing business recruitment and expansion activity, expanding export opportunities for Alabama companies, improving workforce development initiatives, enhancing small business growth, and providing avenues for job creation in the film and entertainment industry. During Secretary Canfield's tenure, industry publications have repeatedly honored Alabama for economic development success. Secretary Canfield, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Jolie, and thank you so much to JASA, Consul General Takeuchi. It is great to see you. I wish circumstances were different and that we were able to visit one another and shake hands and break bread together, as we say. But times are different, and I think that you so well outlined the impacts of COVID-19 and what that has done in terms of just trying to reach across and create and grow these cultural and partnerships that we have that are based on not only our shared culture, but mutual respect. And of course, from the business perspective, we have a good bit of shared interaction that has come from the investment and the commercial activity between the great nation of Japan and the state of Alabama. And we are certainly very sensitive to the importance of that relationship as we look not only back into the history of the state of Alabama and our relationship with Japan, but also as we look forward and look forward to continuing that relationship and seeing the prosperity shared between Japan and the state of Alabama, and of course the nation of the United States. So JASA is a great opportunity for us to, as you so well put, Consul General Takeuchi, to reestablish our relationships and the purpose for our relationships as we move into the future, and share opportunities and share culture and share education and share a mutual respect one with the other. So once again, for the state of Alabama, I am happy on behalf of Governor Ivey to state that the state of Alabama is, through JASA and its membership and its efforts, happy to continue this effort and continue our commitment to our relationship with Japan, and look forward to a very bright future that hopefully one day will be COVID-19 free and allow us to come together once again in a shared environment, in a physical environment. It's kind of interesting to me and a little bit sad that I've been in this role for 9 years, and the one country that I have visited the most frequently has been Japan. And I miss it. I haven't been to Japan at all in the year 2020. And typically in any given year, I am traveling to Japan at least once, and often 2, sometimes 3 times a year because of our special relationship. And unfortunately, I'm suffering from not having the opportunity to visit Japan and the great culture that is there and all of our friends. So it's great to have an opportunity like we have today through JASA to celebrate that relationship. Japan is truly a very important partner in Alabama's economy, but also an important partner in Alabama's growing culture and in Alabama's embracing of international relationships and a variety of different opportunities that come with that. It certainly can be said that from an economic perspective and from a commerce perspective that Alabama and Japan have benefited greatly over the years. Japan continues and remains today to be one of our top 5 trade partners for the state of Alabama. And that says a lot, that consistently trade between the nation of Japan and the state of Alabama has continued to thrive and show a very stable relationship as we have encountered some difficult times in global trade history. And so I'm very proud of that relationship, and I look forward to continuing to see that mutual trade relationship continue and grow through time. We are here to celebrate 20 companies, 20 great companies that happen to be Japanese companies in terms of where they originate from, but are truly Alabama companies today. And they are not only at times managed by our friends in Japan, that they are certainly, the investment is coming from our friends from Japan and the companies that represent them, but the actual people and work that is being done are those being done by Alabama hands, by Alabama residents, and that relationship is very critical, and again, I think is mutually beneficial. So those 20 projects that we're here and the 20 companies that we're here to celebrate today are, if we look at the impact that they've had, it is pretty spectacular. There are actually about 22 projects for 2019, but that had some touch of Japanese company involvement. But we know that the 20 that we're here to celebrate today are certainly critical to Alabama's economic fiber. They represented about a little over $1.1 billion in investment being made into our state for just 1 year, and that says a lot. They also represented over 2,500 jobs for Alabama residents, and in times particularly as times as critical as these, those 2,500 jobs are not only jobs for Alabamians, but they are the opportunities for Alabamians to have the ability to fulfill their dreams and provide for their families, and to create brighter futures for not only the people in our state, but also in partnership with Japan, a continued and shared economic fiber that we have in common. So I'm happy to be a part of this today, and look forward to our future together. Again, I only wish that we were able to be there together physically, but thank you for this opportunity, and I look forward to the presentations. Thank you.
Secretary Canfield, thank you so much. And Consul General Takeuchi, thank you so much. I know you gentlemen have very, very busy schedules, even in these crazy times. I know your days are chock full. So we truly appreciate you guys jumping in this morning and putting out some really important and kind words about the relationship between our state and between the Japanese country and economy. So thank you guys. One quick thing, some of you are having some problem hearing. There is a mute, the microphone button on the lower left. Jolie, maybe if you could put this in a chat when we start. If you click that little, it pops up, and your speakers may be messed up. Maybe you're not getting the speakers through your computer, or it may be on headphone setting, but there's a little white arrow next to that microphone. So Jolie, if you want to just throw that in a chat, that might be good, because there's a couple of people that aren't hearing everything. I think most people are, but just want to try that before we begin. All right. So what we're going to do now, folks, is since we have everyone kind of captive in a way, either at home, for those that are still working at home, and maybe in your offices where everyone is practicing social distancing. And I see a lot of people masked, and that's amazing to see that people are doing that to help control the spread of this terrible disease. But we're going to go through and spend a little time on each of our 2019 companies. You know, we reached out to our membership and other economic developers to try to get a little information about each project, a little bit of information about the company, a little bit of information about the facilities that operate in Alabama. And, you know, not everyone was able to deliver that information. So, you know, we have some data and information on some companies, but not on every company. But we are going to recognize every one of those 20 plus companies that were talked about. And, you know, as many of JASA members know, usually, as Secretary Canfield said, this is an in-person, there's a handshake, and it's a very formal event. And again, sorry we can't do that this year. But I think to give some visuals and some numbers behind these companies and their contribution to the state, I think it'll be interesting for all of you to see and learn a bit more about your Japanese peer companies located in Alabama. So all that said, we're going to go alphabetically through the list in no preference and no order other than just alphabetical. And there's a few videos in here. Again, we tested the audio and hopefully that will work. But some companies sent some short videos to kind of show a little bit about their organizations, their parent companies, and how they operate. So without further ado, I'm just going to roll through this. I'm going to try to limit it to about 1 minute, 1.5 minutes for each company. So first we start with Cci Manufacturing Corporation. This is a new investment in Lawrence County near Trinity. And in 2019, this is important, this is the 2019 investment numbers. As Secretary Canfield stressed, these are reported from Commerce. So, you know, Some of these numbers may have changed as projects became executed and going through. So just want everyone to note that. CCI had a capital investment of almost $22 million in 2019. And CCI is part of an international firm, CCI Corp, headquartered in Gifu, Japan. They're a tier 1 supplier to automotive OEMs and will expand their operations in the U.S. near Trinity. It's a multi-million-dollar investment, will be rail served, and they will grow their workforce locally, and they will produce high-quality antifreeze coolants, brake fluids, and windshield wiper fluid. This is a nice rendering of the plant. Again, a brand new investment. You can see the rail spur there. This looks like it's going to be an amazing facility when it's built. Coleman Casting. This was an expansion in Coleman County in the city of Coleman. There's about a $300,000 expansion that was done in 2019. CCC is part of Vernon Industry Corporation, and they are an iron foundry that utilizes the V process for counterbalance products. They have received numerous supplier awards for quality, cost, and delivery. Great contributor to the local economy in Coleman, and we have a little video we're going to show you guys about that. There's the plant too.
NVIC, real molding for today's global environment. Innovation and investments have made NVIC the world's foremost company in the foundry industry. Customers depend on NVIC to provide the most technologically advanced cast iron products on the planet.
What began as a small idea in 1998 as a joint venture greenfield operation between 2 Japanese companies to supply a single customer has been a whirlwind of exceeded expectations.
In just a few short years, NVIC became North America's leading expert in vacuum-based molding techniques. The V process, pallet carousel system, and attention to detail meant NVIC's counterweights shipped with an auto body smooth surface, with 0 defects and always meeting shipment schedules. Business flourished. The client list, which began with a single customer, grew to include every major forklift producer in North America.
Demand was high, and NVIC met the challenge by constructing Plant 2 next door to Plant 1.
Great video there from our friends in Coleman. The next project is a company that's grown a lot in Alabama over the years. Daikin in Morgan County in Decatur. They had 2 projects kind of recorded in commerce, but those totaled about 50 new jobs and over $225 million in capital investment. Daikin was established in Alabama in 1991, and it's the world's foremost developer and manufacturer of fluorochemical products. They operate in 30 locations around the country as well as globally throughout the world. And with they have a great concern for the global economy and the environment, and they have a commitment to develop products that do more with less waste, less energy, less material, with increased performance. And kind of their motto is better chemistry, easier process, higher performance. That's Daikin America. Their plant in Decatur has grown over the years. There's a nice shot of it, and we have a short video for them as well.
It all started in 1935 when Daikin produced fluorocarbon gas for the first time in Japan. Since then, for more than 80 years, we have grown into a global technology leader in air conditioning, filtration, and high-performance materials. Today and going forward, we will continue to support our partners in their quest for excellence. This is what positively innovative means to us.
Great. The next entrant is into the U.S. market in Alabama market is Daikyo Nishikawa US. DNUS is what they're going to go by as an acronym. This is a new investment in Limestone County near Huntsville. This is a great new project that will create about 390 jobs, and they're going to invest about $111 million into Alabama. This factory will be built on the site of the new Mazda Toyota manufacturing joint venture site. The factory will produce large resin parts such as bumpers and instrument panels for vehicles. And they aim to maximize business opportunities by strengthening relationships with major customers by setting up this new base in North America. So we welcome them to Alabama, a great new entrant into our automotive cluster. Hayashi Telempu, North America, HTNA is what they like to go by. They did an expansion in Walker County in Jasper and created 5 jobs in 2019. And they've done a number of expansions there over the years as well. It's a great part of the regional economy in Walker County. This is IPEX, formerly known as Touchstone Precision and Company. A recent name change occurred down there in Auburn. This was a great project in Lee County in the city of Auburn, an expansion, created about 24 jobs and 14.3 million in CapEx, capital investment in 2019. And IPEX offers a wide range of products through the development of connectors, sensors, semiconductor manufacturing equipment, and contract manufacturing of automotive parts and precision molded products. The company started operations in Auburn at about 2002 and currently employ about 100 people. And this 2019 project is an expansion for production of automotive industry connectors and components. There's a shot of their facility in Auburn and kind of a infographic kind of visualizes their product mix and some of the things we do. So some of the things they do in Auburn. So some high-tech stuff, I think, going on down there. KTNA America had an expansion project in 2019 in Jackson County near Hollywood. It created 50 jobs and was about 5.6 million in capital investment. Koa Pharmaceuticals America, located in Montgomery County, had a capital investment project in 2019 of $750,000, $750,000. And this was a Mazda North America project. This was a little different. It's from the joint venture project, but this is Mazda's kind of an administrative arm, is administrative building that'll be on the campus of the joint venture site in Limestone County in Huntsville. It'll create about 120 jobs, and it was about a $30 million capital investment in 2019. North American Lighting is one of our older Japanese companies. They've been in North Alabama for a while in Colbert County in Muscle Shoals, and in 2019 they created about 60 jobs, and it was a capital investment of about $7 million. And we have Mark Keach on the line. If he wants to say a few words, that's up to you, Mark. But thank you for being here today. It's up to you. If you do, you're muted. If not, we can roll on.
There you go. I'll just say thank you for the recognition, and we appreciate everything that Consul General Takeuchi and Mr. Canfield do to support Japanese investment in this area. And again, we thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Mark. North American Lighting is a member of the Koito group of companies, and it's the largest Tier 1 automotive exterior supplier in North America. Market share leader for headlamps, signal lamps. NAL provides lamp assemblies to almost all the automotive manufacturers in North America. And in 2001, they became a wholly owned subsidiary of Koito Manufacturing Company. They have 8 facilities in North America, plus the global network of Koito Group companies around the world. And, in response to this growing market, they did open their facility in 2007. And this is NAL's largest facility and employs almost 1,500 people in a 640,000 square foot building up there in North Alabama. So great growing company. And I know there's been a number of expansions there over the year. So thank you, Mark. We have a video.
NAL has 5,700 employees in 9 different locations in the United States. We also have 2 affiliated facilities, one in Mexico and one in Brazil. North American Lighting is striving to be an employer of choice. What sets a company apart is its culture. NAL offers a safe, team-oriented environment, striving to be a world-class leader in automotive lighting.
North American Lighting's vision is to dramatically improve roadway safety by developing innovative lighting technologies that enhance driver vision and response time.
North American Lighting is the largest automotive lighting manufacturer in North America. As a pioneer in the vehicle lighting, from LEDs to adaptive driving beams, we are now pursuing the latest technologies to support autonomous driving as well.
Working for a company that creates and focuses on innovation creates for a really fun environment.
Each and every single employee, all the way from design to the last person who checks the product on the line, cares about the product.
North American Lighting is my employer of choice because it offers local employment opportunities unlike any others. It is a gratifying feeling knowing I get to work with a world-class leader that is bringing real change to the automotive world.
You can tell that they're a company who cares a lot about their employees. They're also very involved in their communities.
Community involvement is very important to NAL. We feel it is our responsibility to give back. NAL supports many programs, especially those focused on our local students. I think the thing I am most excited about right now is our apprenticeship program. NAL has always been very forward-thinking, and our latest endeavor has been establishing apprenticeship programs at all of our manufacturing locations.
Every company has their own unique needs in the recruiting world, but North American Lighting separates themselves from others by truly hiring the most qualified candidate for the job. We look for someone who is open-minded, willing to learn, and can work together as a team to get the end result.
At NAL, we value and appreciate all employees no matter their role. We are a team continuously working to bring our vision to light.
If you're looking to build a career with a world-class leader in the automotive industry, I would encourage you to visit our website at nal.com.
Great video, Mark. Thank you. We're going to move down now to Pharmavite. It's located in Lee County in Opelika. They have been there for a number of years and done a number of expansions. This most recent one was in 2019, was about 18 new jobs and almost $9 million in capital investment. And on the call here, we have Juan Carlos Torres Rodriguez. And Juan Carlos, if you'd like to say a few words before we start, we'd appreciate that if you want to.
Yes, thank you very much. I want to thank you for inviting us here and for considering us for this event. But most importantly, I have with me my friend Willissa. Willissa works in the soft gel operation here since the plant started up nearly 8 years ago, and I thought, dear God, we're getting an award considered for 2019. I wasn't even here. I don't think it's fair that I sit here and say something without having some of my colleagues in here. Unfortunately, because of COVID, I can only have one, and we asked Willissa to come and join me here today. We're happy. The company made a commitment that we would arrive to 400 employees, and that milestone was reached last year. So that was really good with installation of our 7th soft gel line. If you've never seen soft gels being made, it's insane. Like the rate at which they come out, it's crazy. Very good. But I'm very happy to be here, and even more happy to have Willissa here with me, who has been a loyal employee of the plant since we opened. She's going to turn 8 years now, which is the tenure of the company of the plant here. So very grateful, very, very excited about this, and we want to thank you for inviting us.
Well, thank you both for being here, and having an employee that's been there since it opened just echoes what Secretary Canfield said at the beginning, that Japanese companies and all companies that invest in Alabama are here for the long haul, and yes, you guys exemplify that. And we're excited that you continue to grow and prosper in Opelika. So
we will. Only this year, you may have heard of something about the COVID happening in the world. You can imagine the products that we make that help the immune system. We can't produce enough. So we grew again this year, and we staffed our operations to go 24/7 on every area. So yeah, it's been busy. We cannot make enough. That's how much we can tell you. But yeah, so excited and happy to be here and being able to bring Willissa with me. So thank you very much.
Great. Thank you. And my quick words here probably won't do your company justice, but I'll tell a bit about Pharmavite. It's part of Otsuka, and Otsuka is a global pharmaceutical and nutraceutical manufacturer. Their U.S. operations are headquartered in Los Angeles, and in 2012 they did start this greenfield plant in Opelika. And as Juan Carlos mentioned, up to 400 employees, which is incredible. And the soft gels that they make go into Pharmavite products that many of you have seen probably on shelves around the state. So great story, great diversification of Alabama's economy. In addition to the mostly automotive customers we have, or companies we have today. And here's some quick shots that they provided of the plant, some of their manufacturing machinery, and some of their product there in the middle.
I only added Mega Food because Nature Made was already made here all the time. We brought the Mega Food business. It's an acquisition of Pharmavite, and we started producing Mega Food last year. That was also part of the expansion, bringing in the Mega Food brand.
Awesome. So everyone go out and buy some of these products today and stay healthy, everyone. Thank you, Juan Carlos. We really appreciate the time today.
Thank you.
Next, we have Sano in Jackson near Scottsboro. They had an expansion in 2019, 25 jobs and about $4 million in CapEx. TK LLC, located in Pike Road in Montgomery County, is an expansion, existing industry expansion. They had about $1.25 million in CapEx in 2019. Topre America Corporation, located in Coleman County. They are another existing industry company that's been here a while. They had an expansion, created 50 jobs, and it was about $86 million in capital investment. So a very sizable project. Topre is a Japanese-owned industry leader in stamping and assembly technologies. They're a 3-shift tier 1 supplier to the automotive industry with 5 plants in Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Ohio. And their corporate headquarters is in Coleman, which is a great thing for Alabama to get headquarters. And they have close to 1,000 employees, so it's a big facility up there. And this project was able to, is to support a new Nissan SUV, and it did create these additional jobs. And there's their ever-growing facility, a nice shot of it up in Coleman. So thank you, Topre. The next one is a new entrant to the market in North Alabama, Toyota Boshoku, or Tibiaki, as they are now called here. They are a new investment in Limestone County in Athens, and they will be creating about 400 jobs, is my understanding. And they will invest at the end about $55 million in the state of Alabama. And we have Yamaguchi-san online, I think, from Tibiaki. If you would like to say a few words, please do. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. This is Yamaguchi. I'm really happy to be, and also honored to be here. And being new, we just started our operations. But anyway, as I indicated, we're going to have 400 team members eventually. And we are very, very committed to be a good corporate citizen. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Yamaguchi-san. We appreciate you being on today and having a few words for us today. Tibiaki USA is a joint venture between Toyota Boshoku America, and it's a North and South American regional management and collaboration hub of Toyota Boshoku Japan and Aki USA Corporation, which is the U.S. joint venture between Delta, Goigo, and Toyo Seat. It was established here to produce automotive seats for delivery to Mazda Toyota Manufacturing in Huntsville, and is scheduled to begin production in the latter half of 2021. So about a $60 million investment, and as we said, we'll hire about 400 associates in a beautiful 400,000 square foot facility on 42 acres. And we are very happy to welcome them to their new home in Sweet Home, Alabama. So thank you very much. And Toyota Motor Manufacturing, Alabama. This is an expansion, another big expansion in Madison County in Huntsville. This was a major expansion for them, about 450 jobs, new jobs, and about 288 million in CapEx. So another great project from our friends there. Located in Huntsville, TMMA began production in 2003. So it's the first Toyota plant outside of Japan to build V8 engines. And since then, they have expanded 5 times, as you'll see in the picture of the plant we have here. And they globally are the only plant in the Toyota footprint that produces 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, and 8-cylinder engines under one roof. Last year, or this year, sorry, 2020, they were named by the AAMA, the Alabama Automotive Manufacturing Association, the Supplier of the Year, which is a great honor. And that award recognizes suppliers for outstanding achievements in innovation, quality, safety, and commitment. This is a shot of the entrance of their sprawling facility in Huntsville. And here's, I was telling you, the shot where they just continue to expand and grow that footprint. And it's an amazing facility up there. And we have a short video from them, and here are the products that they make. So engines from that plant in Huntsville go to all these facilities where these vehicles are made. And again, the V6 or the 4-cylinder, the V6 and the V8, all made here in Alabama. So it's a big plant that produces a lot of equipment used around the country.
It takes a dedicated workforce to build nearly 3,000 world-class engines every day. Toyota Alabama is an important part of Toyota's global operations, and our team members drive it all. Their commitment to continuous improvement is leading the way to the future of mobility, creating a better future for generations to come. People know Toyota as a car maker, but we're so much more than that. We believe an auto company can be a vehicle for change. That's why Toyota is committed to partnering with local nonprofits to connect people to opportunities. Not only are we building great products, we're building great communities.
My name is Scott Braswell. I work at Toyota Motor Manufacturing of Alabama.
My name is Ryan Litt. I work at Toyota, Alabama.
My name is Carissa McCutcheon. I work at Toyota Motor Manufacturing of Alabama. Quality is built into every engine here at Toyota, Alabama.
Great. Thank you, guys. Again, excellent project up there in Huntsville. A new entry again into Alabama in 2019 is Toyota Tsusho America. It's a new investment in Limestone County in Huntsville. Will create about 100 jobs, and it was about a $64 million investment in 2019. It's very substantial. It's a global company with their 5,000 U.S. employees in addition to employees they have around the world. Toyota Tsusho America, together with their partners, has 3 current projects in Huntsville, in the Huntsville region. Madison Metal Processing, Green Metals, and Magnolia Automotive Services, LLC. Madison Metal Processing is their newest project, and they are beginning the hiring phase now. So,
60 years of experience, 71 locations across North America, home to a team of over 5,000 and growing. So what's that all add up to? A sum greater than its parts. A measure of the power of we. And what we do. We excel, no matter the obstacles. We put in the work. Together, we overcome challenges and do the impossible. We don't just find solutions, we are the solution. We get results. We partner. We make. We innovate. We move and shake. We're changing the game. We are Toyota Tsusho America.
great. And there's just some shots of Madison Metal Processing up there, and they are currently operational and hiring. And so keep that in mind in your communities. But a nice looking high-tech facility up there. Another new entrant into the North Alabama market is Vutec Usa. They have a new investment in Limestone County in Huntsville. They will be creating 350 plus jobs with a capital investment of about $66 million. Missed the zeros there. And as I said, they will be bringing about 350 jobs to Limestone County. They are a global company founded in Japan in 1965. They have global locations in Thailand, Indonesia, Brazil, Argentina, Canada, Mexico. And here in the US, they have locations in Mississippi, Texas, Kentucky, and Indiana. construction in Limestone County is well underway, and we've been told that they should be completed about first quarter of 2021. There's a nice rendering of the facility. Clearly, that's not, I don't think that's in Alabama, but it is a beautiful looking facility, and it is coming up out of the ground. So we can't wait till that is operational here in 2021. So welcome, Vutec, to Alabama. Thank you for the information that's provided. Urotsu is an expansion in Walker County in Jasper. They did about 50 create about 50 new jobs, and will have a capex of about $4 million when this project is over. Again, a great corporate citizen in Walker County, right outside of Birmingham. Thank you, Urotsu. And the last project we have is another new entrant to the market, Ytech Kelex Toyotetsu, Alabama. YKTA is what they're going to go by. They're building a substantial facility in Limestone County in Huntsville that should create about 650 jobs, and this capex is valued at about $220 plus million. So another great entry into the market. So that's it. Those are our 20 plus companies from 2019. And as Secretary Canfield said at the beginning, that's about $1.2 billion in Japanese-based capital investments in 2019. And that money, being 2020, that money is now flowing through Alabama's economy, through construction, through new jobs created. So that impact is being felt now. And, almost 2,600 plus jobs were created by these companies in 2019. It really is a great story in 2019. It shows the partnership between Japan, the U.S., and the state of Alabama. And those companies that are part of JASA, we thank you for your support, and all the economic developers on the call today, and our friends at the Department of Commerce. You guys are incredible allies, and you do so much to help grow the economy of the state. And we truly value the partnerships with our Japanese companies here in Alabama, and we want you to know that. And Jolie is a great executive director, and she has done so well during COVID. We are been very conservative with our limited dollars as a nonprofit. And I know we haven't been able to do a lot of the programmings we usually do, but we are in pretty good shape thanks to your support, specifically JASA members. So thank you. And I think that is it, unless Jolie has anything she wants to add. Unlike the annual dinner, this was about an hour. So those of you that have been at the annual dinner before, it lasts a long time. Lots of breaking bread, as Commerce Secretary said, and lots of great camaraderie. But we got you out of here in an hour or so. So thank you again for your time. And Jolie, if you want to just close it out real quick, I think we're done.
Well, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. Just a quick note, if you have any questions about the presentation or would like to get in touch with us, we're always available at japanalabama.com. That's where our contact information is. It's such a pleasure to hear from everyone today. Thank you again to Consul General Takeuchi and to Secretary Canfield and to all of our companies. This has been a wonderful presentation, and thanks for the collaboration. And I hope you all have a wonderful holiday and a safe week. Have a lovely time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Shane. Then thank you, Jolie. And it's always good to see you, Consul General Takeuchi. Thank you very much for your participation.
Thank you very much for all of this.
Look forward to seeing everyone in person soon. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.